Hi, myself Vijayalakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. In this video, we are going to see about SQL commands. SQL commands or instructions. It is used to communicate with the database. It is also used to perform specific tasks, functions, and queries of data. SQL commands are mainly divided into 5 categories. They are DDL, DML, TCL, DCL, DQL. And DDL is data definition language. It consists of commands which are used to define the database. DML, data manipulation language. It consists of commands which are used to manipulate the data present in the database. DCL, data control language, consists of commands which deals with the user permission and controls of the database system. TCL, transaction control language, consists of commands which deals with the transactions of the database. And DQL, data query language, it is used to fetch data from the database. These are the types of SQL commands. In DDL, we have create, drop, alter, truncate, and rename commands. In DML, we have insert, update, and delete state commands. In DCL, we have grant and revoke commands. In TCL, commit, rollback, and save point commands. In DQL, we have select command. The first one is DDL commands. DDL means data definition language. DDL commands are used to create and modify the structure of the database and database objects. First one is create command. Create command is used to create table in the database. To create command defines each column of the table uniquely. Each column has minimum of 3 attributes that is name, data type, and size. That is column width. Next syntax, create table. Create table is a keyword and table name. This is the name of your table. Open brace, then column name, data type, and the size of the data type. And it goes on till the end of the columns. Example, create table, student. Here, student is the name of the table and register number is the first column. Backer is the data type and 10 is the size of this data type. Next column is name and data type is char of size 30. Next, date of birth and data type is date. Next one is address. Data type is varchar2 and the size of the address is 50. Next command is drop command. It will destroy the table and all data which will be recorded in it. Syntax, drop table, table name. Drop table is a keyword and table name. Example, drop table student. Here table name is student. Next one is truncate command. Truncate command removes all the record from a table, but this command will not destroy the table structures. It will delete only the rows in the table. Syntax, truncate table, table name. And here truncate table is a keyword and table name is the name of the table. Example, truncate table student. This command will delete all the records in the table. It will not destroy the structure of the table. And next one is alter command. Alter command allows to alter or modify the structure of the database, such as to add a column to existing table, to change data types of any column, or to modify its size, to drop a column from a table. First one is adding new column to the existing table using the alter table command. Uh, Syntax, alter table, table name, add, new column name, data type, and size. Here, alter table is a keyword, table name is the name of the table, and add is a keyword, open brace. New column name is the column which we are going to add into the existing table, and data type of the column and size of the column. You can add any number of column to the existing table using this add command. Example, alter table student add open brace age number of 2 comma marks number of 3. Here I'm going to add age and mark column in the student table. Age column has a number data type with size 2 and mark as a number data type with size 3. After executing this command, your table will add two more columns, that is age and marks respectively. Next command is drop column from the table. It is used to delete a column from the existing table. Syntax: alter table, table name, drop column, column name. Example: alter table, student, drop column, age. Here alter table and drop column are the keyword, and student is the name of the table and age is the name of the column which we are going to delete. After executing this command, it delete the column age from the student table. And next one is modifying existing table. So alter command can also be used to modify data type of an existing column. Syntax: alter table, table name, modify, column name, new data type, and size, new size. Example: alter table, student, modify, name, varchar 2 of 40. Here alter table and modify are keywords. Students is the name of the table and name is the column name. Varchar 2 is the data type and 40 is the size of the uh, name column. Already we have the name column in the existing table with size 30 and data type char. Now it is modified by varchar 2 and size 40. Next, restrictions on the alter table command. Using the alter table class, the following tasks cannot be performed. First one is change the name of the table, change the name of the column, and decrease the size of the column if table data exists. Next command is rename command. Rename command is used to set a new name for any existing table. Syntax: rename table, old table name to new table name. Here rename table to are keywords and old table name is the name of the existing table and new table is name is the new name which we are going to give the existing table. Example: rename table student to stud. Here rename table and twos are keywords. Student is the name of the table which is existing and stud is a new name which is going to replace the name of the student to stud. Here old name table was student, now new name is the stud. Next, we're going to DML commands. DML means data manipulation language. DML commands to manipulate data stored into database objects. Example of DML commands include insert, update, and delete. The first command in DML is insert command. The insert into statement is used to insert new record in a table. It is possible to write the insert into statement in two ways. The first way specifies both the column name and the values to be inserted. Syntax: insert into table name, open brace, column 1, comma column 2, comma column 3 up to the existing column in the table. Close brace, values, open brace, value 1, comma value 2, comma value 3 up to the existing column in the table. Close brace, ends with semicolon. Here insert into and values are the keywords. Table is the name of the table and column 1, column 2 and column 3 is the column name, and value 1, value 2 and value 3 are values which are going to insert in the table. Example: insert into student, register number, comma name, date of birth, comma address. These are the column name of the student table and value is a keyword, open brace, R1001 is the register number which is given in single quotes because register number is a varchar data type, so it should be mentioned within the single quotes, and name is also a varchar data type, so it should be given in the single quotes, and date of birth and Chennai is address is also a varchar data type, so it should be given in the single quotes. After this command, a new record is inserted into the student table with these values. The second way is you may not need to specify the column's name in the SQL query if you are adding values for all the columns of the table, but make sure the order of the values is in the same order as the columns in the table. Syntax: insert into table name values, open brace, value 1, comma value 2, comma value 3 up to the existing column in the table. Close brace, ends with semicolon. Example: insert into student values, the values for the columns, that is register number, name, date of birth and address. After this statement, the new record with this values are inserted into the student table. The second statement in DML is update command. The update statement updates data values in a database. Updates can update one or more record in a table. Use the var class to update only specific records. Otherwise, all the record would be affected. Syntax: update table name, set column 1 equal to value 1, column 2 equal to value 2, and it goes on var conditions, ends with semicolon. Here, update, set, var are the keywords. Table name is the name of the table, and column 1 is the name of the column which you are going to modify the values, and value 1 is the modified values. And condition is the condition is used to check the row which we are going to update. Example: update student, set name equal to Varun, address equal to Mumbai, where register number equal to R1001. Here it will update the record which has the register number R1001. Other records are not updated. Next command in DML is delete command. Delete command permanently removes record from a table. Delete command can delete one or more records in a table. Delete command is used to delete only specific record using the var class. Syntax: delete from table name var condition. Example: delete student var register number equal to R1001. Here it will delete the row which contain the register number R1001. And next one is DQL commands. DQL means data query language. DQL is used to fetch the data from the database. The data is written in a table-like structure called a result set. And select is the most frequently used action on the database. Under the DQL command, we have select, only the select statements. Syntax: select column 1, column 2, column n from table name. If you want to select a particular column in the table name, you can use this syntax. To select all column in the table, you can use this syntax: select star from table name. Example: select register number, name, date of birth and address from student. It will display only the column register number, name, date of birth and address of the student table. Other columns are not displayed. In this next statement, select star from student, it will display all the columns in the student table. And next one is DCL commands. DCL stands for data control language. DCL is used to control user access in a database. This command is related to the security issues. Using DCL commands, it allow or restrict the user from accessing data in database schema. DCL commands are grant and revoke. It is used to grant or revoke access permission from any database user. First command is grant command. Grant command gives user access privilege to the database. This command allows specific user to perform specific tasks. Syntax: grant privilege list on relation name or view name to user or role list. Example: grant all on employee to ABC with grant options. In the above example, user ABC has been given permission to view and modify the record in the employee tables. And next command is revoke command. Revoke command is used to cancel previously granted or denied permissions. This command withdraw access privilege given with the grant command. It takes back permission from user. Syntax: revoke privilege list on relation name or view name from username. Example, revoke updates on employee from ABC. It cancels the previously granted permissions. Next is TCL commands. TCL stands for Transaction Control Language. This command is used to manage the change made by DML statements. TCL allows the statement to group together into logical transactions. TCL commands are commit, save point, and rollback. First one is commit command. Commit command saves all the work done. It ends the current transaction and makes permanent changes during the transaction. Syntax commit. And next one is save point command. Save point command is used for saving all the current point in the processing of transactions. It marks and saves the current point in the processing of a transaction. Syntax save point name. Example, save point no update. It is used to temporarily save a transaction so that you can roll back to that point whenever necessary. Next command is rollback command. Rollback command restore database to original since the last commit. It is used to restore the database to last commit state. Syntax rollback to save point name. Example, rollback to save point no updates. Here rollback to save point is a keyword and no update is a save point name. After executing this statement, it will roll back the statement which is execute after the save point or rollback. I hope you will understand the SQL commands. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.